Hi everybody, I'm Frank O'Brien and welcome to robertfranciswine.ie. Today in the latest episode of my video wine tastings, I'm tasting a Saint Fernand white Burgundy from the Wine Buff. So I'm hugely excited about this. I love white Burgundy. I think anybody after a certain period of time tasting wines really starts to get into white Burgundy. The class, the elegance and just everything about the wines just reeks of just perfection. They really do deliver phenomenal wines. But there's obviously, for those of you not familiar with Burgundy as a wine region, there's different areas within that could deliver different wines. In the lower part of the region, they're all 100% Chardonnay, but you tend to get more oaked wines, delivering butteriness, apples, vanilla sometimes, and just really big styled wines, but with huge elegance and purity of fruit on the palate. As you go further up in the region of Burgundy, you go to Chablis, which is obviously a lot of people's favourite white wines, but there's no oak up there, so they're much more razor sharp, Granny Smith's apples, palate cleansing, seafood adoring wines. So today I'm tasting a Saint Fernand, which comes from lower down in Burgundy. It's 100% Chardonnay. These wines do see some oak, so I am expecting some butteriness to this wine. But this wine comes from the Wine Buff. This is the first of the wines that I have done that come from the Wine Buff. They're a nationwide chain. And so let's see. This is the Domaine de la Feuillarde, apologies if that's wrong, Saint Fernand 2006. Straight away there's that lovely golden Chardonnay colour that you would expect from a white Burgundy. Really is a nice golden colour. And there are some lovely aromatics to this wine actually. I would suggest straight away on the nose that this has probably done some malolactic fermentation, which is just a fancy wine term for saying that it has been softened out. So the palate's a bit rounder, there's no sharp acidic edges to the wine or anything like that. But there's definitely apples, some nice citrus, and a butteriness as well from the oak, which I mentioned earlier, that's definitely here. But overall a nice smelling wine. This wine retails for €16 from the Wine Buff, so that's a pretty solid price point. White Burgundy really just goes with most white meats and seafoods. It really does pair up perfectly well for these. We're just after Christmas now, but if you still had some turkey left over, white Burgundy is always a great play for that. And those fruits really do come through on the palate. There's gorgeous apples, vanilla, touch of butteriness as well. There's some really nice butteriness in this. And there's a really good finish to this. There's good acidity, there's good balance in the palate. This really is a really solid white Burgundy actually. It's a lot better than I would have expected, and at €16 it's actually a bit of a bargain, because white Burgundy, with the exception of Chablis, is normally more than €25 a bottle. So at €16, you really are starting to see some serious value here now. This is a really solid wine from the Wine Buff. I'm absolutely blown away by the quality. Yeah, now unfortunately this has been chilled, so I suppose this would be tasting as how you would be drinking it, but if there aren't any flaws, it's a bit unfair against most of the white wines that I've tasted before. But I would definitely go 88 plus points in this. I think it's a really solid wine. It delivers loads of fruit, gives you a great example of what white Burgundy can do. So it's the Domaine de la Feuillarde Saint Fernand 2006 from the Wine Buff, €16, 88 plus points. So I hope you like the show. I hope that the new camcorder is delivering some better quality footage. And if you'd leave some comments or something letting me know whether you prefer this camera versus the other camera or so on, I can work on it then. Okay, so we'll see you next time on robertfranciswine.ie.